Have you ever wondered what your life would look like if you stopped caring so much about what other people think? How many dreams have you held back? How many words have you swallowed? How many parts of yourself have you hidden just to avoid judgment or disappointing others? We've all done it. We shapeshift to fit in. We shrink our joy so it won't be too shocking. We pretend to agree to avoid conflict. We get so caught up in assuming what other people will think that we let the fear weigh more than the actual truth. But here's something to think about. Other people's thoughts are just that, their thoughts. So often we change the way we act because we're afraid of their disapproval. But how do we really know what they're thinking unless they've actually said it? Sometimes we create a judgmental version of that person in our own mind, and then we live as it's true. That's a heavy burden to carry, especially when it might not even exist. Until they've proved otherwise, we're creating a fake scenario that limits us for no reason. And even if they do voice their opinions, they are still their thoughts. They don't define you. They don't limit you unless you let them. From a young age, we're wired to seek approval. Smile politely, don't rock the boat, stand in a straight line, be liked. And it somewhat makes sense at first. We need to learn some type of order and routine. But at some point, the need for approval turns into a box. When we let the fear of judgment guide us, we shrink. We play small. We edit ourselves to fit into this box of what we think will be acceptable. We think, if I don't feel the same way as they do, there must be something wrong with me. Here's the truth. No matter what you do, someone will always disapprove. Too quiet, too loud, too ambitious, not ambitious enough. You can twist yourself into every shape, and still, not everyone will like you. When we let other people's opinions control us, we trade our authenticity for approval. I once had a friend who loved loud and funky clothes, bright colors, bold jewelry, and clunky shoes. She suddenly stopped dressing like that one day when someone called her childish and unprofessional. That one comment silenced her joy for years. Work was important to her, and she was great at her job, whether she wore those bright clothes or not. So someone calling her childish and unprofessional deeply hurt her. Because she no longer expressed herself with her unique style, I saw her shrink. I watched as she gradually became unhappy. She laughed a lot less and became less her old self. So unhappy she eventually left the company. I've done it too, to some extent. Maybe we all have. Put out a watered-down version of ourselves so we blend in, just to avoid being judged. This is what I've learned to do over the years. Take a look at the person giving you their opinion. Are they your people? Someone who is really looking out for you? Is their opinion coming from a place of love and care for you, or somewhere else? Oftentimes, it's a reflection of their world, their insecurities, their own upbringing, or current state of mind. Those are their experiences and not an ultimate truth about you. And what exactly are they upset about? Your bright pink coat? Are you actually harming anyone? Are you doing something against the law? Or maybe they are negative about a decision you made. Maybe they believe it's a huge mistake. Even if it is, it's still your life. Maybe it's a lesson you had to learn yourself. Or maybe it's not a mistake for you at all. It's just their fear projecting on you in the form of negative words and thoughts. This is where Mai Pen Rai comes in. It's the art of letting go of the small stuff, including other people's opinions. Mai Pen Rai doesn't mean you stop ignoring people or start being careless. It means you stop letting their passing thoughts dictate your worth. It's realizing as long as you don't allow their negative perceptions and thoughts to control and shape you, all their judgment is still theirs. And your life is still yours. It's like walking outside on a hot day. Let's say it's 85 degrees out. Someone says it's too hot, and someone else says it's perfect. The weather hasn't changed, but there are two different opinions. It's still 85 degrees. And you still get to decide how you feel in that 85-degree weather. Or it's like the story of the gift. If you try to give a gift to someone, but they refuse that gift, is that gift yours or theirs? It's still yours, right? It's the same thing with negative thoughts. If someone is trying to give you their negative thoughts, but you refuse to accept them, those thoughts are still theirs. You don't have them in your possession, so don't let them control what you do. So here's the hard part, the work we have to do to actually stop caring so much. There's 4 steps. Number 1, notice the voice. When we catch ourselves thinking, "What will they think?" pause and ask instead, "What do I think?" Number 2, play it forward. Will this person's opinion matter in 5 years, 5 months, even 5 days? Usually no. You'll find people will have opinions and thoughts about every little thing you do. Most of them are so small in the grand scheme of things, so go ahead and wear those bright colors. Number 3, shift the spotlight. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to focus on you. The harsh critic you imagine in your head, often it doesn't exist. So let's just assume everyone is cool and supportive until they prove otherwise. Number 4, practice Mai Pen Rai. Next time you feel judged, say to yourself, "Mai Pen Rai, it's okay. Not every opinion deserves a reaction, and not every comment deserves your peace." We can certainly value the opinions from our loved ones. We can consider their thoughts and be open to discuss and listen to their fears. We can also let them know where we're coming from. Maybe within this open discussion we can land on certain compromises or understanding. In the end, though, remember, you are not here to be universally liked. You're here to be real, to live your life fully. Some people won't understand. Some people won't approve. Mai Pen Rai. It's okay. Let it go. Because at the end of the day, the only opinion you have to live with is your own. And when you choose peace over approval, freedom follows. We can't go backwards and redo the things we missed out on because of other people's opinions, but we can certainly move forward today with all these things in mind. I just want to give a shout out to one of my favorite followers for recommending this topic to me. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, please be sure to let me know in the comments. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.